Whenever I walked into calculus class this morning, there were several things that I was ready to accept and expect. You know, not knowing what the hell's going on. Check. Being totally wrong on every question that I answer. Check. Having to ask the professor stupid questions. Also, check. One thing that I was completely not ready for was to be barked at like a dog. And that is exactly what happened at 8:05 this morning in calculus class. This kid walks into calculus class, and I say hi to him. And he kind of barks and snarls, like, "Arr." I'm like, what the fuck is this? Another student says hi to him, he just straight out barks, okay? Like aggressive chihuahua bark, okay? Like, how do you even make that sound? Now, calculus class is not a class that you like stumble into by accident. You know, you got to make it through a couple of other relatively difficult classes before you get there. And we're on week 2, so the material's getting real. So where did this guy come from? And how did he get here? So we're all kind of watching him, and we're all kind of nervous. And a couple students are like, dude, is he okay? Like, what kind of psychedelic shit is he on? Then the professor starts walking around the classroom, helping students with their graded assignments. And this kid, he just gets up, goes over, stands in front of the professor's desk, and surveys out beyond us. Except he's not really seeing us. He's looking kind of right through us, like that dead stare. I can tell you nobody in the class was focused on calculus. We're looking at this goofball. And then he sits back down and we're like, whew, that's over. Nothing significant to report. And all of a sudden he just makes a loud as fuck slurping sound, like we look over like, did you have a drink? No, he doesn't even have a drink. There's like, what did you slurp? He does this like 3 more times. Now I'm only sitting like 5 feet from him. And he throws his pencil and lands at my feet. So being the nice guy that I am, I pick up the pencil, put it back on his desk and say, here. To which he says nothing and just stares at me for like 5 minutes. Dude, I never saw him blink, never saw him take his eyes off me. Little bit creepy. Now over in the class, we're working on deltas and epsilons and limits and all that kind of stuff. I look over at his paper and he is straight up drawing spirals. Bro, spirals are not in this building. They are down the street at the elementary school. Then, towards the end of the class, as we're all working on a graded assignment that has to be turned in, he asked the professor if he could play music out loud on his phone. On one hand, I am very happy that he at least knows where he's at. On the other hand, what kind of dumbass question is that? Now, we're all getting ready to leave. And a very, very nice student, much nicer than me because I wasn't about to do this shit, a very nice student looks over at him and says, hey, man, do you need any help with your assignment? And his reply, and I quote, was, yo, I'm next door. You're next door? What the fuck does that even mean? Whew. How you tripping at 8:05 in the morning? I'm just like, that's a little too early even for a drink, you know? I'm the kind of guy that skips breakfast. He's like, nah, hand me the pharmacy.